Hi. Okay, what I realized is I would like to do another video on the pain stream, because I think if I do a little of these every day, there's a lot here. So, and a lot of them are just really quotes, because what I would do is I immersed myself at that difficult time in reading, in podcasts, in anything that was positive, that gave positive messages of encouragement. A lot of it was spiritual. So there'll be a lot of spiritual quotes here. There'll be a lot from the Bible. But you know, you don't have to be religious for any of this to resonate, right? I mean, people say things and write things, and just because it might be in a religious book or a book that you're not popular or you're not a fan of, doesn't mean that it's not good advice. So basically anything that I heard that was helpful, I wrote down to look at later in case something like this happens again, right? I can just open these books and turn to any page and read something that's comforting, helpful, and motivating. So I'll read some of them to you, and when I have a reference for it, I will say what that reference is. If it doesn't, then I guess you can Google it. Which is another reason, I guess, to not write a book with other people's quotes in it, because one, that's just lazy, although I think helpful, right? I think that would, and that's what I thought. I thought it would be a good reference, a good guide for people to have of just a book where at any point they can open and it would have something useful, a useful message. But if you don't have the references, then you can't put it in a book. So, but I could say it on a video. Okay, so here we go. That thing that scares you the most, that makes you say, I don't know if I can do it, I'm scared. Run towards it, because it's so amazing on the other side. That was Sherry Shepherd, I believe, from Dancing with the Stars. So see, you could get these little tidbits of wisdom everywhere. I'm sure some of them, I have fortune cookie things all over my house. I made art with them. I think I told you already that there's one right in front of my door. Because it's good advice. Who cares where it comes to you? Who cares if it was in food delivered to your house? If it helps, it helps. Another is remain plus complain equals insane. Yeah. I just went through that a little bit for myself. And if you're going through that too, you know who you are. You're insane. Okay. It is not easy. Let's see. How many of these will I read? Let's see. Maybe I'll do 5 minutes a night? 10 minutes? I don't know. We'll play around with the times, and then I'm sure we'll get a groove eventually. But it is not easy to find happiness in ourselves, and is not possible to find it elsewhere. So you better start looking for it in yourself. That's from Agnes Replier, from The Treasure Chest. And the last name is spelled R-E-P-P-L-I-E-R. Anybody can be a superior man. It is only necessary to decide to be one. True dat. That's from Confucius. Confucius, who I believe was a Capricorn. I don't know, but I was always gravitated to Confucius' sayings. Love is the exchange of energy between two people. That's from Blue Sky. I think that was a movie. Depression is caused by your higher self stopping you from doing what you have been doing, because it is time for you to do something else. That is from Karen Kingston, cleaning your clutter with feng shui. I love feng shui because it's real. Like, I feel that energy, and I can feel in a room when something's off or something's wrong or there's too much of any one energy. And yeah, so if you find a book and change your space and definitely clean out the clutter. That's so bad. I know for me, whenever I'm in a rut, I tend to not take care of things and stick this in this corner and have a pile in this corner. And then when you're ready to change things around and improve your life and move on and you're ready for that new chapter, I find before anything even happens, I'll just clean out stuff. And it's like you're physically moving the energy in order to get that energy moving. But it's a subconscious thing. I don't do it like, okay, I'm ready for a life change. Let's clean the closet. It just happens. So be cognizant of that. And, do that. Keep your space clutter and then move furniture around. You want to change? Move furniture around. After my annulment, threw out all the furniture, moved whatever stuff around, painted the walls, totally different color. It was like a totally different place. And it's good. It was much better. That way, especially you're not like, especially if you go through like a breakup like that or a divorce, you're not sitting in the same place where the two of you used to sit and watch TV. You're not in the same bed that you used to. Listen, you can get a cheap bed from IKEA. That's what I did. I don't care. Furniture's furniture. Although don't get the totally cheap one because that did break. That broke when I finally met someone else and broke that bed. So get the not cheapest one. Get the next to cheapest one. What you resist persists. No reference. That's pretty common. Everyone is just trying to do their best. That's, again, the rest of these have no reference. A place for everything and everything in its place. An ordered home means an ordered mind. These might all be from Karen Kingston because they relate to home and clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. These are all true. But it doesn't mean if you're messy, there's anything wrong with you. Be messy if you want. If that's what you feel comfortable in, do that. It's not easy to keep a space clean and organized all the time. It's work. It's not fun work. It's fun for me. So then I do it. When it's not fun for me, I don't do it. If you don't ever want to do it, don't ever do it. Do what your energy and what your heart is telling you to do. I can't live in a cluttered space, a dirty space. So I clean it because that's better for me to live in a clean. I mean, my space is not spotless by any means. When I was younger it was. But I've learned it's where I need it to be. It's as clean as I need it. It's not perfect. I'm not obsessive about it. But you keep your space as clean as you want to have it. What makes you feel comfortable? Because that's the most important thing. Your home is your, it's not, I guess it's your castle, but it's your safe space, right? It's your place in the world that you should feel relaxed and safe and content. That you come home, I like my place to be as much like a spa as possible, right? Because when I go to a spa, I feel so good, so relaxing. And then I realized after going to spa, I was like, well, why is my house like this? This is the way I want my house to be. So do that. If that's what you want to do. If you go to Burger King and you're like, oh, I feel so comfortable here. Paint your house yellow and red. I don't know. Do you. Do you. Positive change. So that was 2 pages of stuff. I know I added a little bit in there. I think that's helpful, though. Maybe it's a little entertaining. Maybe it's not. And then you don't have to be watching this. So maybe this is about 10 minutes. we'll see how it goes. Maybe tomorrow I'll do 5, and then we'll see how that goes. All right? Have a good night. Peace out.